Hey guys, and welcome back to our third installment in our discussions about the new appraisal system that Niantic has implemented into Pokemon Go. In this video we're going to be talking about Team Instinct and Sparks appraisal. And for those that aren't sure, an IV stands for an individual value, and this is going to be a number between 0 and 15, 0 being the weakest, 15 being the strongest, of the three different stat categories, and these stat categories are going to be attack, HP, and the defense of your Pokemon. Alright, so if your IV range is between 80% and 100%, Spark is going to say overall your Pokemon looks like it can really battle with the best of them, and this is going to be what you're going to be looking for a Pokemon that you're going to either evolve or power up. Anything below that, and generally you're not going to want to invest the candies and Stardust into powering up that particular Pokemon. And the only exception that I really have to this is if it's a rare Pokemon, such as like Snorlax or Lapras that you don't come across very often. In that case, you don't necessarily have to have it in that 80 to 100% range because it's going to be powerful either way. And it's also going to be really powerful even if it's in that 67 to 79% category. And even you can go into that 51 to 66% with these particular Pokemon as well, but it's not ideal. And then anything that's 50% or below, the general rule of thumb is you're going to want to transfer these Pokemon because you don't want to be investing a lot of resources in a Pokemon that's not even better than half of the other Pokemon that are out there. Alright, so after Spark gives you his initial statement, you're going to get another statement where he says its best quality is either its attack, HP, or defense. And he's going to say one word here unless there's a tie for the best stat. In that case, he'll tell you which other ones are also that best stat. So the absolute best case scenario is for him to say its best quality is its attack, HP, and defense. And then after that, have him saying its stats are the best I've ever seen, no doubt about it. If you get this particular phrase, then you know that your Pokemon has perfect IVs, and this is going to be a really rare situation. You're not going to be getting Pokemon that have perfect IVs very often, so when it does happen, it's really fun and cool, but it's not going to be something that is going to be a daily occurrence for anybody. Also, you might get its stats are really strong, impressive, and this means that its highest stat category is either going to be 13 or 15, or 13 or 14, which is also still really strong. And with IVs in this particular category, you could still be looking at a Pokemon that's in that 80 to 100% and still worth evolving and leveling up and spending Stardust on. But anything that's going to be below that is generally going to fall into those lower categories, and you're going to want to be transferring those Pokemon because they're just not worth it in the long run to invest the Stardust in. And then the last phrase that you're going to get, it doesn't really mean anything substantial. It's just he's going to give you a phrase on the size of your Pokemon, and the size really has no meaning in this game whatsoever, so you can pretty much ignore that part of the appraisal. So this has kind of been a quick overview of the Team Instinct and Sparks appraisal for the IV values. So as just a general rule of thumb to quickly run over this, you're going to want your Pokemon to be in that 80 to 100% range before you invest candies into evolving it or Stardust and candy into powering it up, because over the long run you're going to be getting Pokemon that are higher IVs, and there's really no point in rushing it when you can wait to get a higher IV Pokemon, especially if it's a more common Pokemon. If it's a rare Pokemon, then that's a situation where you can justify going into the one category below the 80 to 100% range. But other than that, pretty much you're gonna want to be in that 80 to 100% range when spending your Stardust, because it's, at least as of right now, it's kind of difficult to really stock up on that Stardust, so you're going to want to be spending it on something that's worth investing in. So that's just kind of been our quick overview and discussion of the Team Instinct appraisal phrases. For more Pokemon Go content in the future, please subscribe. Thanks, guys.